Bobby. A Bobby. Four minutes left on lunch. Yeah, I took a half day. They were trying to have me do too much. I was like, Yep, not me, Rogers. My wife and daughter had off for Good Friday.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
Whoopee!
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
Yeah, I took a half day. I was not feeling it.
Pick your hero. Or villain, I'm not judging.
Tai and I create equilibrium. When it gets disturbed...
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Won't be streaming tonight because I got 2 free tickets to the Kid Rock concert from work. Taking the wife there, Kid Rock and Uncle Cracker. Bro, Uncle Cracker. I haven't heard that name in a minute, bro.
Give them a chance to know the true you, and they will see the error of their ways.
If you knew who I have become, Father.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
When I find whoever did this to the world, that will be a bad day for them.
Goodbye. Look who someone is shooting at us over here.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Capture the mission area!
I'll patch you up.
I'll get you next time. We've been targeted by a sniper. Just embrace the light.
Turret go. I'm in.
Yeah, pretty much, Warby. Hey, have a good one, Bob. I'll talk to you, brother.
We got company.
Never seen it coming.
We have no choice. Fall back. I found one of them.
You owe me one.
Watch your back.
My time to shine.
I suppose that helps.
A form of life. Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
Lights out.
My time to shine.
Seems we have company.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. Feeling fantastic. My time to shine. Shields up. I am ready to put on a show. My time to shine.
I suppose that helps.
Back up under their noses. Lights out.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Behind you.
I feel like myself again. Just with the dark world.
You owe me one.
Disco! I took a half day, bro. I took a half-see.
Light can heal and light can harm. Same with me.
Disco. Disco duck.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
People think they can see right through me. I bet you've heard that before too, Emma.
Men have said as much. I prove them wrong consistently, just as any diva would.
You hit gold too?
From
W.
one mother to another. Let me say
We got 2 more episodes of The Last of Us Season 1 and then we finish
Battle
Season 1.
starts in 5,
It is good. I just downloaded The Last of Us game
2, 1.
on Steam. I'll be playing that.
All you need to do is
I don't know if
capture
it'll
the
be this
mission area.
weekend, but it'll definitely be a weekday thing. Maybe off stream, I don't know. Were you able to see the Penny costume? I couldn't see it earlier, unless I didn't know where I was looking, but I scrolled through all the costumes and I didn't see it. I could be blind.
Look who's here. I was fine. Thanks.
I'll check after this game, because I mean, I ain't spending any more money on this game for at least 3 months till Season 2, I'll tell you that right now.
Here's how you shoot. Lights out. Do your go with
My time to shine. You owe me one. There's a circle still. I'm trying to help. Mission area is yours.
lights out. I'll patch you up. That's right.
My time to shine.
Guys down. Dibs on the boomerang arrow.
Tim posted a clip today and it was there. Yeah, I'll check. Maybe I just didn't see it.
Lights out.
I'll get you next time.
By the eye of Agamotto!
A little help.
Double KO! Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Much better. This is real firepower!
My time to shine.
You ever watch the South of Midnight trailer? No, actually I haven't. I'll watch that after this game. If I'm able to watch it on stream, I should be able to.
We shall not yield this land.
You left the door open, Steven.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Keep fighting until we have a winner. My time to shine.
Everyone roll out.
Take care. I see a sniper.
Without Ty, I wouldn't know the real power of the life force.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Look at us. We practically match.
This is haute couture, darling. Designed by Jumbo Carnation himself.
Oh, my costume just kinda came with my powers.
And I'm practically seething inside about how good it looks.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The harder they resist, the more this will hurt. Look who's here.
Don't mind me.
I was fine.
That's just dying. Lights out.
Thanks.
I'm fucking helpful.
Looks like the mission area is...
By the eye of Agamotto!
baby. We did it! Eldorado with the city of gold.
Another epic victory!
Look at that. MVP. Stop playing. Gold one. We gold one, Disco. Okay, I see it, Disco. I guess it was just right in front of me the whole time. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I would probably wait for a better Penny skin, to be honest. My dumbass had to cop this, though. I do like the color design of this one. Like, I wouldn't spend the extra money to do it, but I do think this one's so much better. Like, that's gas, not gonna lie. Compared to the original. Yeah, that shit's heat. But at least this one came with the Wanda skin, too. It came with this Wanda. And it came with her. Came playing with her MVP stream. Yeah, that's gas. It's the default. So. But Strange came with one, right? Yeah, his MVP goes crazy. Sickest MVP in the game too. It's default. Yeah, that's crazy. That's what we need. Wait, gotta do the spray. Okay, let me look at this YouTube video of this game. Did you put it in my search? I'm just gonna look it up on YouTube. South of Midnight, that's what it's called. This. Alright, let's see. Let me know if y'all can hear this. You cannot. So, let's do properties.
You chose a hard road for yourself.
Too loud. Is it too loud?
There's a fine line between mercy and justice. Ain't that right, Hazel Flood? You chose a hard road for yourself.
Hazel, please, it isn't safe!
We got a long journey ahead.
I'm always fast enough!
It's not safe out there, Hazel. If I was the one missing, she wouldn't stop looking.
Crouton?
What the? And this ain't even the weirdest thing I've seen today. I'm seeing these things.
You can see strands. And now you're looking for a creature. You're a weaver, aren't you?
Hello?
There's something big out there.
Take this and go find your mama.
I'll come back.
You better. I gotta know how this tale of Hazel ends. Hazel, no!
No!
like 50-50 on it.
Mama?
Unravel the Past. And this is out already? April 8th. And it's on Game Pass. Okay, so it's on Game Pass. Let's look at... the Metacritic score. 77, that's pretty high for Metacritic. Metacritic's like the Rotten Tomatoes of gaming. User score gave it a 6.4. Yeah, I don't have Game Pass anymore. Because I only had it for Call of Duty and I don't play that anymore. So I'd have to cop Game Pass. So I'm not sure. I might get it at some point. I'm not 100%. I know that I'm going to play. The next game I'm playing is The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2. Because I'm watching the show right now. And I heard that's like a top 5 game of all time and never played it. So even though I kind of probably spoiled it for myself watching the show, I'd still like to play the game. And after, because I just beat the Berserker Kazan. That took me 80 some hours. I think. Let's look. That was such a pain in my ass. 91.5 hours. Now, probably 10 to 12 of those hours was me not being near the keyboard. So in reality, it was probably 80. But that was so, the game was so hard that I beat it like 2.5 weeks after it came out. So yesterday, literally is when I beat it, and I got 11 point, in the top 11% of people who beat the game. Meaning, as of yesterday, 89% of the people that got this game still have not beaten it. This was as hard as Elden Ring and Sekiro. Like, it was just as difficult, if not harder. Some people are saying that this was the hardest Souls game that's ever been made. I don't know if I'd go that far, but this was the hardest consistently. Because in Elden Ring and Sekiro, there are some bosses you die 5 or 6 times to, and you end up, you know, getting through it. And then you've got those really hard bosses that you can die like 200 times to, and, you know, be on them for 5 or 6 hours. I'd say every boss in this game took me at least an hour or two to beat, like with 20 or 30 deaths on it. And then the final boss, I probably died 150 or 200 times. The final boss took me longer to beat than any of the bosses in Sekiro and Elden Ring. I still think Consort Radahn in Elden Ring is probably the hardest boss ever made. And I just got good RNG. That's why I beat him in like 4 or 5 hours. But this game, yeah, I don't disagree with people saying that this could be the hardest Souls game ever made. But I finally beat it yesterday, thank God. And then I uninstalled it immediately. Like, immediately. That's why it says install. That shit is gone. Got that off the hard drive ASAP. It was an awesome game. I had a great time with it. It was an awesome game. It's just, that was hard. That was really hard. That was really hard. And my stupid ass, apparently there was a decision in the game that you could choose to make the final boss 2 phases or 3. And my stupid ass chose the hardest route because it didn't tell me. I just made a decision. And I had to do the 3-phase final boss, and I tell you what, dude, if I had known, would not have done that. Would not have done that for sure. Is there anything out on sale? Lost Ark? No. Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. I think, do we have that in the library? Oh, wow, we don't. Fuck. That sucks. Is that on sale? It's $50. Damn, bro. When did this come out? Oh fuck, they released it literally 15 days ago. Hold on, I gotta see. The Last of Us. Part 2. Fuck, that got a 90. And The Last of Us Part 1 got a 89. Fuck, damn, I'm gonna have to buy that. That sucks. Yeah, I beat it and uninstalled it. Like, that had to go. That for sure had to go. Anyway, what else is on sale? Anything? Be nice if that was on sale, but it came out 15 days ago. Ain't no way. They have a My Hero game? Maple Story and Demon Slayer. What? What? No fucking way, dude. That's kind of crazy. Repo. I may have to get Repo. I see everybody playing that shit. Did this get positive reviews? This released 3 days ago. Very positive. Oh wow, it looks good. How much is that? 30? Oh, it's an early access. That may happen. RuneScape might be my Dungeons and Dragons disco. Frontier. I heard this game is amazing. I want to get that at some point. I'm going to wait till it gets down to like 20 bucks though. There's nothing really out. Alright, I got distracted as hell. Schedule 1 should be a must. So many people are playing it right now. How much is Schedule 1? I do need to get that.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
They should allow 3 rockets to ride my shoulders. Damn, they banned Groot.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Yeah, that My Hero game isn't very good. You played it? 20 bucks on Steam, I believe. 20 bucks is a little steep for a person that single-handedly developed it and it looks like a potato. I bet it's fun. I bet it's addicting. A lot of people love it. I get it. I'm not even saying it's a bad game, but for the quality, 20 bucks is a little preposterous. Considering all the money's going to one person, it's not like you have to disperse that between your employer or your employees and... Nah, bro. 20 bucks is crazy. Repo, not even 20 bucks, and that had a development team.
Get ready.
dooms with no way of truly knowing which one of them is right.
We would be better off making a deal with Mephisto.
I have done that, Wanda. I can assure you we most certainly would not.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Doom is a powerful magic adept. I expect we will face each other again soon.
I'll patch you up.
I am barely harmed.
Enemy in front of us.
Andy needs help.
Good medicine. I have not seen
I heard
spiders since.
all over YouTube and by some credible people that what's his name? Torch is the best flyer in the game right now. Like over Iron Man, over Storm, or anybody else that flies.
I was worried.
Apparently Torch is like mad OP right now. So I may have to look into playing him a bit. Oh fuck.
Hold still. I'm trying to help.
You're welcome.
I am strengthened for battle. I have not seen so many spiders since.
I like the cold.
More bad guys. Just what we need. This is real firepower. My good deed for the day. You're ready for action.
Pressure it down.
This is a nice spot.
This is gonna hurt.
The spider nest is in tiny
You're welcome.
pieces.
Supernova! This is real firepower!
Okay. Yeah, Torch is ridiculous. He hits hard as fuck. He'll free tap Iron Man in the sky and really makes some shit moves quick when he shoots.
Things are gonna be different this time.
Yeah, like he was okay. Not many people played him because he wasn't that great, but they buffed the shit out of him with the most recent update, and he's like actually cooking now.
Enemies.
You're welcome.
Healing. Why would I need healing?
Andy needs help.
I'll get you next time.
I am strengthened for battle.
Armor pack's here.
Usually I love
I'll patch you up.
no more spiders.
It's spider time!
Ah, that's better.
I like the cold. Only 60 seconds left. Co-op time!
Healing. Why would I need healing? Those little spiders kind of
This is real firepower!
I am strengthened for battle.
Team pledge. That's me.
It's the grand finale!
Excuse me? What? No way he yeeted his own rocket off the map. I know y'all saw that. How?
I am strengthened.
take a look behind.
Supernova!
Not good.
This is real firepower!
Yeah, I see quite a few people play him. Usually have one every match or two I play. Yeah, he's OP right now. And all the YouTubers saying he's OP is making everybody want to play him even more, even if they're not good with him.
You're ready for action.
Final 10 seconds.
Why would I need healing?
Go now. That fucking hurt. Supernova.
The current score is 1-2-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I had some shit like that happen to me the other day. I got grabbed by Jeff all on the sky as Iron Man. Yeah, like what? I gotta go. Dad just pulled back up for the weekend. I'll be back in a few. Alright, I'll talk to you, Whoopi.
Round 2.
When the chips are down, you want your heroes a little roguish and scruffy, like me. Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
Eat nuts and...
Well,
Disco, look at me, bro.
I'm not a mute.
I am dripped
And
the
please don't ask
fuck
me what the
out.
point is, 'cause I don't
Disco.
know.
White costumes.
Disco. Even Tippy. Even Tippy is dripped. I just noticed. Tippy is dripped the fuck out too.
Well, when I'm done here, you'll have plenty of folks to heal. Trust me.
Something tells me I should start with you.
The battle starts
Yo,
in 5,
Tippy is dripped.
3,
Don't you ever in your life hate on Tippy, bro. Not the way Tippy,
you have to
not in
stop them
Tippy's
from
current
securing the
state.
mission area.
You can hate on regular Tippy, but this Tippy,
Should I give them until the count of 4?
this
to
Tippy
avoid-
is balling.
Enemies.
I appreciate you.
Time to go nuts. Sorry, little spiders. Anyone going to help?
Embrace the light.
So close behind you. Time to go nuts.
Hey, check out this big airborne. Hold still and trust the rope. Ooh, a touch of healing.
Bro, Hella's gotta get this torch.
We're back, right, Tippy Toe? Hello, happy to chip in. Ooh, I'm energized.
Honestly, raccoons shouldn't carry guns.
Anyone
Always been
willing
my
to help?
opinion. Follow this enemy's coming.
Looks behind you.
Ooh, a touch of healing.
Leave them to Khonshu. This is real firepower.
They don't look friendly.
Fuck him, bro.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Here I come again. You need to stop that in its tracks.
Damn, they got it. Fuck.
Anyone willing to help?
Better stop that vehicle.
Oh, a touch of healing. Hey, check out this big neighbor. I'm trying to help.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Final score 1-2-2. Well, you can't expect to win them all.
That was so ass, bro. A night with Squirrel Girl, bro.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Open your eyes. Reality is but an illusion.
Gotta use Strange, bro. It's the new fit. Nope, I did not. I don't know how to use them, but I'm gonna try. This is quick play, not comp, so.
The time entanglement is a vexing problem, even for the Sorcerer Supreme.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Alright, I have Agamotto, Ascend.
Are they
It's
psychic
a dark
like mine?
magic.
No, my
Portal,
daggers are formed from pure life
Shield.
force
I mean, I
energy.
feel like it's pretty self-explanatory.
They purify whatever
You
they
should move
touch.
this melee button to a
Those
button
will
you can
become
easily
useful
press.
against some of the demons in my home.
Are we am I supposed to melee?
They're just as useful here.
Really? For what? I've never meleeed with any character, I don't think.
4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture
Gonna
the
left
mission
click,
area.
melee, left
Got
click
it?
when you're trying to.
T'Challa has
Like
built
that?
quite an empire. Let us see how strong it truly is.
I am strengthened for battle.
Let's cook some more.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Dogs are dangerous, but fragile. I'm opening.
Capture the mission area.
I just placed a portal, bro.
Just in time.
I just
Thanks.
misclicked and placed a portal.
I'm opening a portal.
Help, Fred.
The Sorcerer Supreme lives once more.
Got you!
I am strengthened for battle.
Look behind you!
I can restore health, remember?
Mystic Totem.
the Sorcerer Supreme.
Ah, that's a good idea. Change the portal button to V and maybe the melee to...
Enemy in front.
Enough games, knight.
I am strengthened for battle.
Pulse charge! Fire! Supernova!
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Control C.
Shall I
You
throw
only
a
won.
gala in our honor?
Once I have the flow, I'll do well. Alright, yeah. Honestly, I feel better learning in, like, quick play, because at least there's some sense. Well, I mean, I guess I could do AI match on a harder difficulty. I just don't feel right curb stomping fucking AIs unless it's for a challenge, because if I'm trying to learn a character.
We are undefeatable.
They will strike, and I suspect it will be soon. By the eye of Agamotto! I'm opening a portal.
I did it again.
Strengthened for battle.
Yeah, that's gotta be switched. Who the fuck put that there? Tell me I'm not the only one who's done that, Disco. Is that why you moved it?
Dark magic!
Fury is almost yours.
These arms are dangerous, but fragile. Every arm will be destroyed.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Got some heals? Oh, we lost. Yeah, I gotta fix that now. Keyboard. For Strange.
As Sorcerer
Melee.
Supreme, I oversee other magical adepts.
Melee attack needs to be
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
F.
You
And
humans
then-
boast about your cutting-edge science, yet you understand
What's
less than
the-
1% of what lies in the ocean.
Abilities.
Well, it makes it a bit hard to do research when every vessel we've sent out gets sunk by you, bud.
F is melee
The number
attack.
of illegal mining and fishing ships you humans
Ultimate.
have deployed is 10
Where's my
times
portal?
greater. I don't have time to
The battle starts in 5,
I didn't see my portal.
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Some call me arrogant.
I changed melee to my
Mostly
side
they're
mouse
jealous.
button so it's easier.
Look who's here.
I am strengthened for battle.
What the fuck's the portal's actual name?
Looks like the mission area. Capture now. Capture the mission area.
Feel the pull! I was fine, thank you.
By the shades of the Seraphim, I return. days of the Seraphim I return.
Control lost!
I am strengthened for battle.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Supernova!
By the eye of Agamotto, I purge the darkness.
Cheap tricks, wizard.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
You're welcome.
Good medicine.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Don't step on lava.
I purge the darkness.
Fury's almost yours! Spider skin is located in Ankh.
Every house will be destroyed.
We are undefeatable!
Surely he'll be back. Good medicine.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner. Disappear!
The moon haunts you. The moon haunts you.
Double KO! Control lost!
The doctor is in.
They've almost got it!
I am strengthened for battle.
Supernova!
The doctor is
Let's
in.
keep fighting until we have a winner.
Okay, so that didn't work well.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Okay, let's fix that. Heroes. Whoops. Settings. Keyboard. All heroes. Strange. Confirm. I guess I'll pull one of your numbers. Alright, so boing boing. V is portal. I'll be right back. Oh. Hold up, I gotta call Seth. I think we're supposed to go see the baby today. So some of the video you want to shoot shield quickly while you're closing distance. When you're in melee range, you shoot melee until you get the kill or have to back up. You just walk up with your shield when you're doing no damage and the enemy is destroying your shield. By the time you get to them, you have no protection and they're full health. So you want to shoot shield. I'm gonna watch that video. I'm gonna watch a video from 2 weeks ago. I
Doctor
feel like
Strange
this
is a
the move. Do not underestimate using your shield offensively. Pushing past an out of position tank, then holding your shield up to block healing to the tank, it's super good. True. Finding out you can look behind you after 100 hours on stage is like finding out you're adopted. You can look behind you? Okay. Yeah, this would be good. This would be a good video. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this. Hold on, give me a minute. I gotta call Seth. Give me like 5, 10.
Vanguard that needs to see more play. He just needs to. And what's funny about Marvel Rivals, I found most of the time players simply don't want to tank. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but to all those players that avoid tanks like the plague, just know that Doctor Strange is one of the most lethal heroes in the game with how his kit works. He's got wild burst damage, and there's a couple tanks that can go on crazy kill streaks. He's one of them. And a lot of the time, Strange is right there at the top of the leaderboard with most kills, most damage, on top of his most damage blocked. And the inner workings of his kit,
right?
there's some things you need to know. I see some players doing things out of order, too late or too early. You need to know how they work. That's what I try to do with these guides. Make them approachable, make it a little bit more simple. There's a lot to talk about, but before we get into it, a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Raycon. The madness of March,
y'all
whether it's
ain't
back
getting no fucking Raycon
His melee is a
ad on
whip.
my stream.
First, the melee.
Is this the video you watched, or was it a different one?
His primary attack is Daggers of Danak, and his melee is a whip. First, the melee, it's V, and on controller, it's your right stick click in, R3. These two attacks are important. They go with his passive, that goes with another ability. It all flows. So with these two attacks, the melee deals 30 damage, has a range of 5 meters, and he can melee pretty quick. But more on the melee in a moment. The primary shoots out a burst of 5 of daggers. You get 8 of them, your ammo is 8, they travel 60 meters a second, and they can go a max of 30 meters. These daggers start as a spread, and the further they go, the tighter the spread is. So the end point at 30 meters, they're grouped right back together. But they deal max damage 10 meters and in. After that, decreases to 62.5% at 20 meters. It loses a lot of damage at the end, 20 meters and out, but this is great range for a tank. You can get some nice cleanups because they can go 30 meters. It is worth it to take a couple shots on low targets. But the main use is 10 meters and in. That's where they deal the most damage. Each projectile, each little dagger deals
from Prez. Now this is cool guy, I think.
18. It can't crit, but all 5 landed is 90 damage just by spamming body shots. You need all 5 of them to land. And the combo for Doctor Strange is very easy. It's just primary melee. Shoot daggers, whip. This little 1-2 combo, very fast, is 120 damage. Really good, quick pressure. But let's clear something up. The primary cannot be canceled. Well, it can, but you shouldn't. So what do I mean by that? I see a lot of people do different variations of this. Shoot, shield, or maybe shoot melee. Just do it fast. Do the primary, shield, melee. What happens when you do it this fast, when you animation cancel that primary, or at least what you think you're doing? Once you hit the primary, the projectiles are being made, they start to travel, and if you stop them, if you melee or shield too early, it cuts off the projectile count. You're stopping your damage by doing this. And if you do it too early, if you try to animation cancel it, maybe only 2 get out, or 3 daggers instead of 5, and it's a big deal. It's a burst that should do 90, and you're making it do 36 or 54. Not to mention you're getting less dark magic for the passive. So when you do this combo, just remember, make sure all 5 of these get out before you do another attack or put up that shield. That isn't to say that the shield can't be reactionary, because it is, and you should. Like, say a Bucky hook is coming, right as you primary, put the shield up, stop it. But when you're attacking, make sure that the primary shots fully go out before you do your next input. And the full combo is fast by itself. Just try not to cut it off early, because these hits, all this damage, goes into his passive for dark magic. It's also worth noting on your reload. In the center of the screen, there's a circle that fills up. He brings his hands out, then he claps. Right after he claps, if you put up your shield, it cancels the end of the animation, and you can shoot quicker. It'll basically go from shield to shot immediately. Just know that this is there, and in the heat of the battle, you can use it. This is an animation cancel that works. His passive is the price of magic. Dark magic accumulates with every hit on an enemy. If dark magic peaks for too long, Doctor Strange will be cursed with anti-heal. There's a counter in the center of the screen that goes to 100. For every dagger hit, there's 5 in the burst, you get 3.5 dark magic. So the total burst is 17.5 points. For every melee you get a hit with, you get 10 dark magic, and that's why the melee is very important. So the full combo of primary melee is 120 damage and 27.5 dark magic. You keep doing that combo over and over until you get 100 dark magic. But once you get to 100, you have 3 seconds to use it. If you don't, you're going to be cursed with anti-heal. You turn purple, which is not good, and for 2 seconds, you have no anti-heal. But you're getting these hits. You're doing good damage. The whole goal is to get to 100 dark magic, because that goes into his next ability.
Ain't shit,
Maelstrom
Vegas,
of
just chilling.
Madness.
It's like a half
Release
day
dark
today.
magic to deal damage to nearby enemies. It's on an 8-second cooldown. It's your E on controller's top right bumper. It's got an 8-meter spherical radius. Each point of dark magic deals 1.3 damage. Fall off begins at 5 meters, decreasing to 70% at 8 meters. So you want to be 5 meters and in, your melee range. If you have 100 points of dark magic, this deals 130 damage. And this is what makes Doctor Strange so deadly with his burst. Because your main combo, you're doing 120, primary melee, accumulating dark magic, then you get to 100, use this for a 130 burst. A ton of damage, especially when you get onto a DPS or strategist, because you're going to look at their health, maybe they're halfway. Most of the time, this ability will just take them out if you have 100 dark magic. But that's your whole goal. Do the combo until you have 100, drop it on an enemy. Ideally, not a tank. There's going to be times when you have to, especially when you're solo tanking, and there's going to be times where you need to, but if a Luna or a Mantis is just passing by your tank battle with another tank, redirect, focus on them, and if they're full health, this does 130, your main combo deals 120, they're not far away. It's a very powerful play loop. The Shield of Seraphim creates a protective barrier against damage. Of course, this is your shield. You right click on controller's
Wanna
left
washer and
trigger. I have it on
dryer? Hey,
hold
let's
to
go.
activate, so it's
What
going to be on a
brand?
hold and release input. That means you press and hold to block. The moment you release, it drops the shield. It has 800 health. If it gets broken, completely shattered, it has a 3-second cooldown before it comes back. So to bypass that, you don't want it broken. When it takes damage, you're going to stow it. It's going to get health back. It recovers 70 health a second, but it's going to be better to recover instead of it just being broken and have to wait. First of all, on
I
PC,
missed
I'm not
that,
sure
bro.
it
I
works on
actually
completely
just
shattered.
zoned
It
out.
has a 3-second. I have it on hold to activate, so it's going to be on a hold and release input. That means you press and hold to block. The moment you release, it drops the shield. It has 800 health. If it gets broken, completely shattered, it has a 3-second cooldown before it comes back. So to bypass that, you don't want it broken. When it takes damage, you're going to stow it. It's going to get health back. It recovers 70 health a second, but it's going to be better to recover instead of it just being broken and have to wait. First of all, on PC, I'm not sure it works on controller, but regardless, it should work. I've tried on controller, I can't find the button input or sequence, so if any of you know how to do this on controller, please share down below. But on PC, if you have your shield out and you're blocking, you can hold the Alt key and look behind you. This shifts your entire camera to look behind, and this can be beneficial. To walk back, find your healers and block them, or maybe you need help. You can look back on
Interesting.
where your healer is, and you start slowly walking to them. It has its use
That's
cases. It's a very cool
useful.
thing to do. But the shield itself has multiple use cases. Maybe you're
Did
Bucky
you know
and
that,
Punisher
Disco?
and infinite ammo with a
The alt?
rocket. Stand in front, give them a shield. A Punisher's in their ult. Have them walk behind you. An enemy Hela goes into the air. Use his other ability, the cloak. You get up there and stuff the shield right in her face. Make her waste her ult. Magneto ults, Iron Man, Scarlet Witch. You put up the shield. You block them fully. And he's stunned like a Bucky hook or displacement.
That's
you put it up.
definitely
You can
useful
block
to
it.
see.
Teammates are low, trying to get away. Put the shield up. Have them get behind you. I mean, all of the cloak, you get use cases. It's a very cool thing to do. But the shield itself has multiple use cases. Maybe you're Bucky and Punisher and infinite ammo with a rocket. Stand in front, give them a shield. A Punisher's in their ult. Have them walk behind you. An enemy Hela goes into the air. Use his other ability, the cloak. You get up there and stuff the shield right in her face. Make her waste her ult. Magneto ults, Iron Man, Scarlet Witch. You put up the shield. You block them fully. And he's stunned like a Bucky hook or displacement. You put it up. You can block it. Teammates are low, trying to get away. Put the shield up, have them get behind you. I mean, all of this is in one. And of course, while you're dueling, if you're getting healing, you can just rip off the combos because you're getting healed. But if you don't have that much healing there, or if you want to block some important abilities, you can do the combo, throw in the shield block, and mitigate some of that damage on you. But a lot of the times, you are in the front line using that shield to gain ground. It's a huge part of his kit. With a Cloak of Levitation, you ascend and enter a brief state of
Sustainova.
sustained flight.
Portable
It's your
washer
shift
and
on
dryer?
controller's
Oh,
top left
shit.
bumper. It's on a 15-second
That's
cooldown.
crazy.
It's an instant cast. You go right up in the air 8 meters. And your main use is to buy time. You're getting low, you're getting overwhelmed. You can hold backwards and jump straight back up into the air and make it easy for your healers to see you and heal you. But it's also great to get to places you need to that are high. You just kind of jump up there. Yeah, it, quote, wastes the cooldown, but there will be times where you do this. But this ability, it's not a great counter, but a definite counter to Wolverine, because as soon as you're grabbed, use the Cloak of Levitation, get up in the air, and back away from them. It's also good to get away from ultimates. Say a Psylocke, a Jeff. There's a number of ultimates you can get up and away from them. It's a very useful ability, but it's mostly used to buy yourself time, and it has a ton of utility otherwise. The Pentagram of Ferala opens portals between two locations, enabling all units to pass through them. It's your F on controller, it's Y or triangle. This has a 3-minute cooldown. It's great to move your team point A to point B. It's great to use mid-match to drop in on the other team or get a flank going, drop ults. And what I like to do on capture maps or when attacking is use it immediately. I tell my team I'm using the portal, and a lot wonder why. Why would you, quote, waste your portal? A, what you're trying to do is establish mid control. Win the fight, win the first zone. But to go with that, this portal is always going to be up at the end of the match. So say if you start the round using the portal to get to mid, by the end of the round, it's going to be up. So when you really want to use it or when you really need it, it will be there. But it's also what I think is a broken switch play, meaning you're not playing Doctor Strange. You're playing Magneto, another tank, time is ticking down, you switch to Strange and use this portal to get your team to mid where you couldn't otherwise. I've always thought that that's broken, and honestly don't be surprised if you see like a cooldown penalty in the future to this ability, so players can't do that, but it's very beneficial to do. I've won, and I've seen a lot of players win games because they did a late Doctor Strange switch, got their team back to mid. You can also use the portal to block off spawns, maybe try to send them off the map, up to you. The portal is really, really good. His ultimate, the Eye of Agamotto, your Q on controller,
true.
press both sticks in. Separate enemy souls from their bodies. Damage dealt to these souls is transferred to their physical bodies. It's got a 10-meter spherical radius. The cast damage is 60, so as soon as you stun them, it is 60. You then separate their souls for 3 seconds. As you hit them, they get knocked out of their bodies, even Penny. Pretty cool to watch Penny get knocked out. But you now have their physical body and their soul. 2 targets that share damage. So the damage to one goes to the other, or you can hit both, and that's where your dark magic comes in. Like right here, just a single use of dark magic on Penny does good damage. Remember, that's the 130. But if you have 100 dark magic, hit her with the Eye of Agamotto, it does 60, and then 260 for hitting the physical form and the soul. So it's very important to try to get max dark magic before you use Eye of Agamotto. I mean, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you need to portal in, stun as many as you can, and the ones that you do stun, try to get some damage on them. That way you build up some stacks and release a little bit of dark magic into them. But in a perfect world, ideally you have built up dark magic. You're close to or have 100 UI, then release that dark magic. It does massive, massive damage. And since it does so much, you want to try to catch enemy DPS and strategists in it. Anyone that you see, and sometimes they're hidden in groups. Find them, be within 5 meters, that way you deal max damage and let it rip. It's one of the best ults in the game, and I'll talk about it a little bit more in the playstyle section. That all being said, you need to watch for Penny stuns, Mantis sleeps, Bucky hooks, Luna freeze. By no means is this thing free. You're going to look for these stun abilities to be used. Like right after you see a Bucky, you try to hook something, maybe you, and you block it with a shield, then you can eye. Try to bait it out, then use the ult. It can be a game-changing ult.
True.
The team up with Hulk is a dream. Gamma Maelstrom. And what this team up does, instead of dark
This
magic
isn't
dealing
even
with
a team up anymore, is it?
Doctor Strange, he can also solo tank, so I want to talk about that. A lot of the time, especially in quick play, you will be solo tanking because nobody wants to play tank. Even though at the end of the game, you're going to have most kills, most damage, and be the MVP. His true damage and overall lethality is best with another tank, another frontline body, and that could even be a Magic or Mr. Fantastic. I'll talk about that in a moment, but when you're a solo tank, you will be frontline, and you're going to be using the block a lot more. You're going to be using the shield a lot more. Your mind shift kind of changes to that. That's making sure your backline and DPS aren't taking as much damage. It's making sure your team can push and retreat. And ideally, if you're a solo tank, you will have a healer on you. Like, the healer knows you are the only tank. And you can still be somewhat aggressive, but since you're solo tanking, you're going to find yourself having to duel other tanks a lot more. That's just the way it's going to be, because you're frontline, you're fighting their frontline. And though this does work, it does take away from Strange's overall lethality. Because when you can get on an enemy DPS or strategist, Doctor Strange can end them very quickly. You have a ton of health, you have a shield, you're a problem to them. But since you're solo taking, you end up doing your combos and building stacks using dark magic on the enemy tanks more. And that's fine. But since you're solo tanking, your main focus is to be alive up front, dish damage to important targets the best that you can, and your DPS goes from there. That's why they chose DPS. But if you tunnel vision as a solo tank, especially Strange, not only are you going to be in trouble, but also your team. As a solo tank, you're still going to try to punish out of position enemy DPS and strategists. Because the whole time you're building a lot of easy dark magic stacks on their tank. You see that Mantis kind of rolling by, try to use the dark magic on them. This is all opposed to having another body with you, another tank. Like I said, it could even be a Magic that's dueling with you, or a Fantastic. Preferably another tank, but when this happens, you can shine a lot more. Because you're allowed to peel, you can really get in the back line, use the shield, help out with dive. You're allowed to have a lot more freedom in chasing down kills. Because in this case, you're going to be building the dark magic and the stacks really easy on enemy tanks. But when you have max or close to max stacks, you can start tunneling in on enemy DPS and strategists. And that's also for your Eye ults. We're going to come back to the Eye of Agamotto. You're going to be building up stacks and doing combos on the enemy that's in front of you on that front line, most of the time an enemy tank. When it's time to eye, you break off. You kind of go into their back line, start searching for it. You maybe use the Cloak of Levitation to leap towards them. You stun them, unleash the 100 stacks. But having that other tank there allows you to do things like that a lot more freely. And in turn, you're way more deadly because you're allowed to. And this entire time, you're using your shield for its best use case. Sometimes that's to block incoming damage. Sometimes that's to get away. Sometimes that's to block engagement-changing abilities like a stun or an ult. But your main thing is a constant damage output. And while you're doing that, don't animation cancel that primary. It's a disservice. You're doing way less damage and you're not gaining your stacks. But if you do it all in that appropriate time frame, he gets his stacks super quick. And when you get that total damage up, the total, it's 90 from the primary, 30 from the melee, 130 from dark magic. And there are going to be times when all these come out back to back to back in seconds, 280 damage. And that
Alright, I think I get it. That's gonna take some getting used to for sure. Elliot, I am down in the future if you keep coming to stream and stuff. I don't play with people that, you know, just randomly join and ask. I'll play, you know, you show up to a few streams or whatever, engage in chat, I'm always down to play. Glad we watch this. I wonder if that was always the case or if they updated it. I have a feeling it's probably still the same, but then again, that video came out like 2.5 weeks ago. That's why I tried to watch the most recent one, but he has been nerfed since that video. Oh, the animation cancel? I haven't heard anything about it. I feel like, you know, Strange mains would have lost their mind if they couldn't animation cancel or whatever anymore. I don't know. It's probably something we'd have to test in practice. Where is it? What is it? Oh, practice, right? Hold on. Practice range. Alright, so that's the 5. Hold on. That's 3. That's 2. Yeah, it's definitely if you animation cancel too quick. It's 2 or 3. He said what, when you reload? How do I know? Oh, I see it. I have 8. So 1. Let's try that. Oh yeah, they fixed whatever that was. Right when he claps. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, I guess. So am I getting all 5 on her? 1, 2, 3. So it should only take 4. So I guess that's the timing. Can you get headshots with Strange? No, you can't. Or can you? Nah. Interesting. It's good to know. And you want to pop that. So what does the anti-heal do? Oh, fuck. Yeah, so what is that? So that means I can't be healed until that goes down? Is that what that is? Oh, hell nah. Oh, bro. It was today I learned that. I'm main healer and had no idea that was a thing until just now. How far's the range on this? I didn't get him. Doesn't tell anyone he has it, and honestly, the few times I've played him, I've never run into an issue with it. I feel like I'd run into that issue all the time, bro. If I were to be at 100 and like there was nobody here, I mean, I guess you just have to use it, right? Damn, that's something to be mindful of. That kind of sucks. Yeah, that could be it. I had no idea. Oh, so you can release. Hold on. So can I release it? And it gets rid of it? Alright, so I have it. I just got the debuff. I can use it. Debuff gone. Okay. Alright, well at least you can just use it. Even if you get the debuff, you can just E and it gets rid of it. You don't have to wait until it goes from 100 to 0. If I ever run into a problem like that, we're cool. Okay. I think I get it. Yeah, my ass is probably gonna fold by trying to time my Eye of Agamotto and like getting the healers when that's at 100. I feel like I'm gonna overthink that and get myself into some pretty shitty situations. Does less damage but still hurts. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's still a pretty good move, but that 100 peak, bro. You can tell the stranges that let that get to 100, then Agamotto your shit, versus ones that don't. Because you're getting one tapped pretty much as a support. So everything is timing with him. I feel like he's probably the worst character to play cooked out of your biscuit. How do I put it on medium? There we go. Try to get at least 15 kills. Alright, let's see how this goes. Sometimes it's hard to get kills in AI because you're playing with other real people and sometimes they cook and steal your MVP. It's truly heartbreaking. Is that somebody on my team? Drop this a child. Sure is. One healer kind of sucks. I wonder what the difficulty of the bots would be like on a competitive rank scale. Like, is the highest difficulty like Celestials or like Golds, you know? Medium Silver and trash is Bronze or below Bronze? I wonder, like...
3, 2, 1! All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Some uninvited guests. I'm Hellfire Club royalty.
I gotta switch the bot.
Usually I create my own shield.
Highest price silver? I don't know about that, bro. I just got cut by some normal bots. My team is actively struggling. We haven't touched point yet. Unless I'm playing with hella Seths right now, dude, this shouldn't be a thing. Oh fuck, I'm supposed to hold it.
The Sorcerer Supreme lives once more.
Our healer left.
Kind of brought this on yourself.
Portal behind them.
I'm opening a portal. Pentagram of horror.
Pushing a cap point.
You call yourself a queen.
Bro, I have to hold shit. That's not good, bro.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
There is no healer. Alright, the only healer we had was so bad, I don't even think any of us got healed, and then they DC'd.
Beholds the God of Thunder!
Sending Tyrone here to help.
I can't move.
Now I'm trying to make sure nobody else ever has to lose theirs.
Spider Zero where she needs to go. Please, we're hurt.
I am vulnerable.
I mean, these are reminding me of Seth.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Oh fuck. Bro, why the fuck does he automatically fall? Am I missing something?
What armor is this?
Okay.
Hold still. I'm trying to help.
Dark magic. I am Our enemies are here. Your powers are mine! Behold the God of Thunder!
That wasn't good, dude.
Your powers are mine! Behold the God of Thunder!
Dude, magic, like good magic players and good, like let's say you got a celestial magic and a celestial strange, bro, you gotta be careful as magic.
Did you even train?
Cause that strange can be dirty.
Dark magic. I am strengthened for battle.
For what
We are undefeatable.
Leave me, darkness! Ilyana, resist your dark side.
You belong to me!
I think I'm starting to get the timing.
Without Spider-Man, New York has lost its heart.
Fucking Hulk.
Andy needs help.
Hope didn't forget you. Hands are shaking again. Focus.
Only 60 seconds left. Shields up. You're grounded. Get ready. Here come the bad guys. Help. Get them people moving again.
Liliana, resist your dark side. Too much delay adds up to failure. Hurry!
Down to 30 seconds.
Behold the god of thunder! There is no time to be subtle. Attack out, dark magic!
Final 10 seconds.
I purge the darkness! I am strengthened for battle.
One last. Keep fighting until we have a winner. Get ready. Here come the bad guys. Help. So cold.
By the eye of Agamotto! I purge the darkness!
Double KO.
That much closer to victory.
That's 3. You got them all. The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Alright, we cooking. 30 and 5. Maybe they are bronze.
Ooh, there's Stark Fujikawa. Sorry, no time to stop and buy your Hong Kong. We gotta keep moving.
Spider Zero, I'll be your guiding light.
Behold, that child!
Enemy in front of us.
I was just fucked up.
Leave me, dark.
We are undefeatable.
Who am I? Invisible?
Only 60 seconds left. Shields up. Feel the pull.
Leave me, darkness.
Us against the world.
Behold the god of thunder!
One way we get to the finish line, Zero. Together. You need to teach me that skill.
Double KO.
Good medicine.
Save your ult for the Mantis ult. You can kill her out of it if you stun her. So the Eye of Agamotto
Don't let anything
stops her ult. It's like an ult cancel to Mantis.
Some uninvited guests.
Look behind you.
or a dagger. Final 10 seconds.
The darkness.
This is your big
Nobody
chance.
can stand up against the
You'll
full
have to keep
strength.
fighting until we have a winner.
I am strengthened for battle.
Or a dagger.
39 and 5, baby.
Another epic victory.
Yeah, I think Luna too. I don't know if it works with Luna. Hey, look, MVP. MVP screen go crazy. That was a W. Ready for comp for real? Oh hell nah. I don't think I'm ready for all that yet. Battle pass. Damn, I got 1200. Where the fuck that come from? That's tough. I fuck with that Black Widow skin, to be honest. If they had like a color variation of it, that would be sick. That's what I really want. I want that Luna and I want that cloak. Yeah, that's gas. And the Luna's gas too. Yeah, Cloak and Luna are my favorite for sure. And the Hulk, honestly, I really fuck with the Hulk skin. Cap skin, I don't care about. The Iron Fist one I think is pretty cool. I actually think a lot of the skins are cool, but Cloak, and since I'm a support main. I'm gonna start playing a lot of Wanda, bro. Too. I think Wanda's gonna be my go-to DPS. She's so fucking broken. Plus, all she is like an OP cloak. Like in cloak form. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go tell my daughter to start getting ready. I gotta head to Walmart here in a little bit. I'm leaving here in about 15, 20. Do we just go balls to the wall and go gold 1 comp as Strange? And have everybody scream at me in chat? Do we do that? LOL, you won't. Such a bad idea. Oh no, if I lose, I'm out of. I can't do that, bro. If I could take an additional L, then I feel like that'd be okay. But 1 L, I'm out of gold 1, and it took me forever to get here. I can't do that. I will comp him on the alt though, which is gold 3. Yeah, I can't do him on my main. Not until I get a little better, bro. Fucking a quick match and a practice AI game. Yep, I'm ready for fucking Grandmaster 1 comp. I got this, bro. Hold my beer. Alright. Damn, bro. Why y'all make me do that? Y'all peer pressured the shit out of me just now. This is gonna be so bad. 2 Celestials and 3 Grandmasters versus 2 Grandmasters. And a Strange that's probably gonna play like a silver.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Open your eyes. Reality is but an illusion.
Now, who am I gonna banish?
Who do I want to
for this
ban
match?
as Strange? I guess we can ban Groot, but we should have did that second. You were banning Emma. Lost. I'm a lost. Oh, brother, we should have banned Spidey.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Alright, hopefully our Hulk can carry us. Oh, I do not, Rogers. If I was playing my main, the people we're going up against, I would have already cooked this. I'm playing a character I've played twice in practice. And I'm a very crucial part of this team. So yeah, there's nothing good about this. I have a 0.00001% win rate right now.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Or win percentage.
People think you're too skinny to be.
Yeah, but it does. Oh my god, we have a Jap and a rocket. Dude, it can't get worse.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who's up for a trip to Avengers Tower? Someone scratch my back. Your dog is suffering.
I am strengthened for battle.
Hey, idiot! Turn around. That's better. Cover. You're welcome.
our Spider-Man is dipping the fuck out of the entire team. And he's carrying, and I'm fine with that.
Mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Your god is suffering.
Purge the darkness.
It hurt! Your powers are mine! This is real firepower! My fist is fired up!
My life was in peril. Thank you.
Only 60 seconds left.
Our enemies are near. By the eye of Agamotto.
Assemble! Again!
That wasn't good.
Again!
The mystic arts won't fail me again.
The final 10 seconds.
This is real firepower! Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Oh no!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Without Spider-Man,
Your powers are mine! This is real firepower!
I purge the darkness. Good medicine.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
I purge the darkness. I purge the darkness.
Armed and dangerous!
Avengers Tower awaits. We must undo him.
This is real firepower!
Leave me, darkness. By the eye of Agamotto. Good medicine. Don't know how you did that trick, student, but I'm impressed.
Golly.
of the Seraphim I return.
Together to victory! Bring on the... Ow! That fucking hurt! I'll patch you up.
Good medicine.
Down to 30 seconds. Get that needle moving again.
Judge, jury, executioner!
I know the way to Avengers Tower. Follow me. Assemble!
Dish it up. Good medicine.
Your powers are mine! This is real firepower! Armed and dangerous!
By the arm.
This is real firepower! Don't worry, Kirby. Coming in the south to the little guy.
That was so dumb. This has got to be the slowest, most fucked up points we've ever done.
See? I'm fucking helpful.
Remember the portal, true.
Don't worry, Herbie. I look out for the little guys. This is a nice spot.
Without Spider-Man, New York is lost its heart.
Only 60 seconds left.
Breaks in his turret. Don't worry, Herbie. I look out for the little guys.
So close. This is your big chance. The final 10 seconds.
Judge, jury, executioner! Good medicine.
Armed and dangerous again! Armed and dangerous!
The doctor is in. I'm opening a portal.
The current score is
Damn.
2-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Open your eyes. Reality is but an illusion.
The right heroes
How did
can
our
make all
fucking
the
Captain
difference.
America die 10 times? What? Cap's like one of the hardest people to kill in this game, I think.
Sorcerer
magical adepts.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Hey, Dandy, where's Ty? You two are usually inseparable.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enemy ahead. Prepare to engage. I am strengthened for battle.
Sorry I could not save you.
Where were my heals?
Mortal pain is no match for the Sorcerer Supreme. I'm good to go. Mortal pain is no match for the Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh yeah, we're cooked.
It's clobbering time! The man named Castle will become Leave Me Done. I am strengthened for battle.
Punisher's weapon is no longer a threat.
Out, dark magic! Leave me done! Judge! Jury! Executioner!
This is real firepower!
Oh, it
By the
disappeared.
shades of the Seraphim, I
The
return.
invisible woman is here.
I'm opening a portal.
They've made it halfway. Stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
One man destroy it. Out, dark magic.
There's still a chance to stop them.
I really feel like I'm not getting healed. Like obviously I'm not good with strength, but like I'm not getting healed, and I don't think that helps.
Our enemies are near. I am Asgard blood.
Now might be the time to stop them.
By the eye of Agamotto.
I'll patch you up.
Hands are shaking again. Focus. Good medicine.
You're welcome.
A little help, please.
Trouble has arrived.
The man named Castle.
That was terrible. I knew that'd be a bad idea.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
That fucking sucks. I ain't listening to y'all ever again. Honestly, the healers didn't even suck. It was them not getting the Punisher off the turret. Our healers healed more than their healers, but their DPS was better than ours. Our Wanda sucked. Our Spider-Man was going crazy. Our other tank was terrible. Like, how do you die 8 more times than me? What? Yeah, that was bad. Alright, I gotta go to the store, get some stuff for Easter and whatever. I should be back on later though. Yeah, I'll catch y'all. Why that one guy switch off Spidey? That's a great question. I don't know. I don't even remember who he switched to, but I don't know. That was bad. He was pissed. He was bitching at everybody. GG's.